I'm Professor Mario Horta. This is the 170-pound Sparta champ, Josh Augustine. And today we're going to be showing you a couple different moves. One of those moves is a armbar from side guard from bottom. So I hope you enjoy. When you're in the cage and I've got somebody that wants to start dropping bombs on me, one of the primary things I want to do is make sure that my guard is in a good position. So I want to make sure I've got things tight here and that I'm squeezing the ribs. When they cock back with a big right, I'm going to use that against them. I'm going to pull them by. I'm going to move my head out of the way. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to take my left hand and put it over there. So when he starts to try to get his posture back, I've got some positioning here. Also, when I'm holding him here, I'm going to reach with my left hand over the back of the neck. I'm going to break my guard momentarily, then I'm going to shrimp out, and I'm going to pinch him and get him into side guard from this position here. I'm going to go my elbow joint to his elbow joint from here, and then when he pops up from here, I'm just going to reach under like this, and I'm going to go for a Omoplata. But a lot of times when I go to do that, they're going to hold down my foot and they're going to push it. So when he does that, I'm going to kick this out and I'm going to bite on my foot, or on my leg right here. Now, one thing I want to do when I bite is that I want my Achilles to be over the top meat part of the shoulder, not where the socket joins into the shoulder, but right where the trap and the clavicle is, so that I can get a proper bite. Because if I don't and I get a bite up here, he's going to jump over or pull it right out. So as I get this bite, I'm going to kick this out. I'm going to bite very hard. Once I bite in this position, I'm going to pinch my legs together really tight here. This is going to put a lot of stress on his shoulder. So you'll see if Josh tries to hop around, it makes it very difficult for him to move his body. And I can also use this other foot to kind of block his arm from going any further. After he's done trying to do that, I'm going to take my arm and I'm going to Indian burn his arm up like this and scrape his skin. And I'm going to put this tight. I can grab this right here behind my neck. And then I'm going to take my hand and I'm just going to break the elbow right here. One thing that happens is, guys, if it gets loose and they hop around and he happens to get his foot around my head here and he starts to squeeze me out here, I want to make sure that I still have this, because I can still reach under or over and I can still break his arm from this position. I just need to be diligent. As he's squeezing me out here, I want to hold on to his leg, and as he tries to squeeze my head, I'm just going to push down and still break it. Another common thing that happens is when I'm in this position and I don't do everything exactly right, I don't get the arm lock. So what I'll do is I'll do a hip out and I'll bend the arm this way. Immediately I'll plant my right hand on the floor and I'll grab to go to the Omoplata. Now, with a big strong guy like this, you're not always going to get the best positioning for Omoplata. So here's what I do to kind of combat that. I'll hold and I make sure that I got this all nice and tight. I'll plant my arm here first and I'll pop up here so I can start to lean in. I'm going to underhook and gable grip here, and obviously you can see I'm not able to get the nice windmill with my feet. So now I'm going to pull this one in as much as possible, gable grip, and I'm going to take my knee and drive it to the mat here and then get the tap in that position. One more time. Josh throws, I move out of the way. I grab either here or here, I shrimp out, I get to side guard. I go elbow to elbow, I pull this for the Omoplata, he pushes it down, I bite like this. Immediately when you bite, it's a good idea while he's thinking about this leg to Indian burn it up and then pop the arm and get it as fast as you can. If that somehow doesn't work for you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hip myself out a little bit, get this arm to bend, loosen up, and I'm going to grab the waist here. I'm going to use this to pop up here, and then I'm going to hook up under and grab for the Omoplata, and then I'm going to drive my knee to the mat. In some instances, I'm going to show you this last. A lot of times what guys will do is, let's say I've been a little bit sloppy, he's going to lift his arm up. If he lifts up here, I'm just going to hook him back in for a triangle from this position. Notice as he's reaching under here, this is the way the guys defend a lot of the triangles. So I'm going to take in the fat man triangle position, I'm going to squeeze my knees together. I'm going to pick this elbow like I was going to do a Kimura. I'm going to use my hips. I'm going to pop this out. Then I'm going to go high belly, and then I'm going to trap it in my floating rib. I'm going to reach up. I'm going to pull this by. At the same time, I'm going to underhook this, and then step to the side, and then bite. Now I've got it trapped, and I've got my triangle. I can go for my arm lock here. I can go for my arm lock here. I can go for my arm bar there. or I can just go for my triangle. Josh Augustine, 170-pound champ. Professor Mario Horta with Submit Jiu-Jitsu. I hope you enjoy that move. Thank you.